Hello everyone, meteorologist First and Weather here. It is May 11th, 2024, and this is the second video in the multi-part series looking at the weather forecast for the Denver metro area. So starting off here, this is the GO16 satellite view looking at visible satellite imagery. This is a loop of the past 2.5 hours of visible satellite imagery. And you can see our upper level low feature quite nicely here, seeing some impressive cumulus structures and cloud formations taking place over the state of Colorado. This has brought scattered showers and unsettled activity to much of the state for the past few hours or so. And you'll notice that we have a couple clusters here of enhanced precipitation. You'll notice that we have enhanced cloud cover over the mountains of the Rockies, also in the central portion of the state here. And you can even see some hints of convection and maybe even a couple thunderstorms here with some elevated cloud tops as well. If we go back and try to look at the satellite loop one more time, you see that spinning nature as well. You can definitely see the upper level low. The center of that low is located right over southwest Colorado, where the center of that spin and rotation is taking place. This will continue to move eastward slowly during the day on Sunday, which should increase our rainfall chances for the Denver, or for the city of Denver, that is. Now, taking a look at the GFS model here, this is just a general overlook of what's going on right now. You'll see that we have a trough in the eastern part of the country and a stubborn low that's been keeping things quite unsettled for the northeast states, including New England. That made things quite damp and cloudy for the record-breaking aurora show we had last night, keeping things kind of cloudy for a small sliver of the country, but many other areas saw very impressive aurora shows, with even some sightings being reported in Denver. Now, if we go forward here, this is the 18Z GFS initialized. This is valid for 8 p.m. Saturday, May 11th. And you'll notice here it shows the rain showers associated with the upper level low over the state of Colorado. And then as we go through time, it slowly starts to move eastward. And then things do start to dry out by your Monday afternoon. Now, taking a look at surface observations currently, we'll see that this is the Aviation Weather Center surface observations page. And you'll notice that we have some rain showers on radar, which is kind of in agreement with the cloud cover returns we were seeing. Again, here you can see that distinctive counterclockwise rotation, indicative of that upper level low. Some areas of heavier showers to the south, in the southeastern part of the state, indicated by these reds and oranges. In the Denver metro area, seems to be in the clear right now, at least with the heavier showers, but these may continue to move northeast. So the further east you go to the city, your rainfall chances do certainly increase with that as well. Now, taking a look at the NAM 3-kilometer forecast sounding, this is valid for right around right now, 0Z May 12th, so around 7 or 8 p.m. Denver time. And you'll see quite quickly what's the cause of these scattered rain showers and cloudy and gloomy conditions. And the first thing you might notice here is the very steep lapse rates that we're seeing over the Denver area, from 900 to about 700 millibars. You'll see that the surface temperature is at 62 degrees, and you're very quickly decreasing almost at the same rate as the dry adiabatic lapse rate, with elevated dew points as well. Your dew point depressions are quite small as soon as you get up to about 700 millibars. And so when you have these air parcels rising, especially in the presence of an upper level low, which of course has cyclonic vorticity, which encourages rising motion, these parcels will quickly condense once they reach the level of condensation in the atmosphere. And because of the moist levels above 850, these clouds and parcels will continue to grow and expand upwards rather than sink. And you'll notice that we also have a relatively impressive little sliver of CAPE. CAPE values coming in, mean layer CAPE coming in at 617 joules per kilogram. Wind shear, nothing too impressive, but with these upper level systems, again, that's not really your main concern. Your main concern is how well saturated is the atmosphere, and does that support the initiation of these little pop-up showers and storms here and there. And this sounding here very much supports that idea, and that's what we've been seeing for the majority of the day today. Now, taking a look at a cross-sectional sounding, so this sounding goes from point A, which is in the northeastern portion of the state, down to the Rocky Mountains region, and this shows quite well the upslope effect, very nicely actually. So the red lines are the dendritic growth zone, -12 to -18 degrees Celsius. Your zero line here, which is in blue, shows your freezing level, and your brown contour or your brown shading here is your elevation. So you'll notice that point A, we're at much lower elevation, and as you go into the Rocky Mountains, your elevation gradually and then suddenly quite quickly increases as well. Now, the dark blue shading you see here is omega, or the amount of lifting motion in the atmosphere. Negative omega, of course, indicating rising motion, or motion that's favorable for rain and unsettled weather. And you'll see that you're nearly off the charts here for basically the area right along the Rocky Mountains. And so this kind of shows the upslope process very well. When you have winds colliding with the foothills and the Rocky Mountains, they have the air has nowhere to go but up, and that can cause some pretty impressive rainfall characteristics as well. And this is the forecast for 18Z May 11th, 14Z May 12th. And so the NAM here is showing a pretty impressive little zone of rainfall and snowfall over the Rocky Mountains here, and this is being supported by the upper level low, but also enhanced by the Rocky Mountain terrain feature. Now, what we can also do is take a look at the NAM forecasted rain in a more general view. So if we go to rain/frozen, you'll see here that for Saturday evening, which is right now, generally scattered showers, especially as you go further north into the Denver metro area. Most of the showers should be focused in the southern and southeastern portion of the state. But as we go through time, those showers may pivot a bit further north here. I still think it won't be a complete washout for the Denver area. The heavier showers will be focused to the east. But then again, to keep that in mind as if you're making any travel plans or going out and about. Snowfall, nothing too impressive though, continuing in the Rocky Mountains. And then as we go through Sunday, this is when the NAM model, the NAM 3 kilometer that is, really starts to ramp up the chance for some heavier, more meaningful rain, especially over the Denver metro area. Now, if this verifies, does remain to be seen, but I think there is a good bet that there will be at least some rain tomorrow during the day in Denver. And then as that low starts to depart to the east, the steeper low-level lapse rates also, and the combination of some daytime heating combined to cause some pop-up showers and storms over the region late Sunday afternoon. So even if you miss out on the first initial batch of heavy rain being depicted by the NAM, you may also be caught under some of these pop-up storms, showers and storms during the evening and late afternoon Sunday. And as we go into late Sunday night, finally things start to dry out a bit. The NAM has no precipitation over the state by early Monday morning, and it remains that way for the remainder of the day before some more showers and unsettled weather looks to appear for late Tuesday night, early Tuesday morning into the day on Tuesday. But more about that in a minute. So here, if we now look at the other major high-resolution model to look at precip chances, this is the HRRR, and you'll see here that the HRRR is a bit less enthusiastic about showing any heavy precip. So this is for 8 p.m. Eastern time on May 11th. So it's also picking up quite nicely here on the showers in the southern part of the state. Maybe a bit less aggressive than the NAM. The NAM has caught things a bit better with the current line in the southeastern part of Colorado. As you go through time here, those pivot a bit to the north. And then on the day Sunday, it also shows that feature that the NAM is showing, but it's not quite as impressive. The rainfall rates are a bit lower, snowfall rates are a bit lower, and the area or the axis of maximum precip is a bit further south of the city of Denver. So could be a big difference here in rain totals depending on where exactly that band sets up. You might go from 0 inches to a half an inch of rain over a span of 20 miles or so here. But along with the NAM, the HRRR also does show an area of pop-up showers and storms for the area late Sunday and afternoon into Sunday evening before drying things out for your Monday. Now, if we take a look at cloud cover here, as expected, today was pretty cloudy. You had a couple breaks here and there, but things overall have been pretty gloomy, and that's to be expected with the ample low-level moisture we're seeing, which is unusual for this area this time of year. Also, with the upper level low in place, things have been predictably cloudy. But if we go through time, you'll see that trend really continues as we go to your Sunday. Low-level clouds being stuck in place, spinning around that upper level low axis, and as we go even further beyond that, you'll see that things finally start to clear out on Monday. This is 10Z Monday, which is very early morning Monday, and that's when finally the clouds start to depart to your east and clear skies reach the area. Now, looking at temperatures, this is the NAM 3 kilometer once again. So for Sunday, high temperatures will be a bit below average once again. Stuck in the upper 50s to low 60s for the Denver metro. Warmer conditions north, where cloud cover won't be present. This will allow some warming to take place. Areas under the control of the upper level low should stay rather cool, and you'll see that band coming up nicely here. Areas under that band of precipitation remain downright cold, with high temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. Lows overnight, according to the NAM, drop down into the mid to upper 40s before rebounding nicely on Monday with highs in the upper 60s to flirting with 70 actually. And it might not be too much warmer than what you had on Sunday, but just the ample sunshine will already make things feel quite a bit warmer than the past couple of days as well. Now, taking an overall look here, this is the NAM 500 millibars geopotential height and cyclonic vorticity. So the associated shortwave here over the state of Colorado gradually moves to your east on Sunday. That brings your rainfall chances to an abrupt end Sunday night into Monday morning. You'll notice that nice northerly flow over Colorado, promoting some sinking motion, bringing in some slightly drier dew points from the north, overall making things quite nice, dry, and sunny. Highs in the upper 60s to right around 70, and lows overnight for your Monday morning should fall into the mid to upper 40s, that is. So as that shortwave or upper level low moves to the east, again, Monday is a nice day, but then in the future, already by Monday night into Tuesday, and another approaching little shortwave here, barely noticeable on the model output, will spark some more scattered showers and storms, especially in the northern part of the state. And if we go to radar once again, you'll see that coming up here. Let me go to the southwest U.S., and you'll see again, you have some very light showers start to pop up late Sunday night, or late Monday night, into Tuesday early morning. And this, again, will not be too big of a deal, but just something to be aware of here. If you're traveling to the northern part of the state, you might see some pop-up storms or showers because of that approaching weak shortwave. But shower chances will be significantly higher the further north you go into Wyoming. So moving beyond that, as that shortwave on Tuesday approaches, things behind that should finally start to clear or quiet down just a touch. And I have more about that here on the GFS forecast. This is the GFS 500 millibar geopotential height and normalized anomaly. So this again is Monday. Upper level low moves to your east. Some unsettled weather or some pop-up storms on Tuesday. And then as we go into the day on Wednesday and Thursday, you have another little feature here that might bring some showers and storms or rain. And this is shown nicely on the GFS. So Wednesday and Thursday, especially the day Thursday, looks to be quite wet and rainy as you have a shortwave here moving in the southwest portion of the country. And if we go again to the 500 millibar vorticity and wind, you'll see you have a pretty broad shortwave in the Four Corners region, especially down into California. This combined with some cyclonic vorticity advection should allow for more rain during your day on Wednesday and Thursday. But behind that, that's when things really start to quiet down for just a bit. You see you have a nice little slight ridge take place over the western part of the country. That should help conditions become drier for your Saturday and Friday of this upcoming week before another shortwave comes into the northern part of the country. But this should be just enough north where rainfall will be primarily confined to Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. Now, finally, we can take a look at the GEFS ensemble to wrap things up, looking at the long term here. So if we go past this week into, let's say, right around Wednesday, May 15th, you'll notice that there is some indication of maybe something taking place again. That is the rainfall feature we're seeing for the GFS this Wednesday and Thursday. But beyond that, that's when things look to be a bit more zonal, a bit quieter. And then after that, it's just model noise. Can't really be too sure what's going to happen. But main takeaways from this forecast video is one more day of unsettled weather. So Sunday, rainy, cloudy, a bit cooler than average. Monday should be a great 10 out of 10 weather day. Highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Clear sunshine and very dry up until the very late evening hours of Monday. Tuesday might again be a little bit unsettled, and then Wednesday into Thursday morning especially should be quite rainy as we have another trough moving through, but then after that things should finally start to dry down for a good 3 or 4 days. So that's all I have for this video tonight. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you right here again tomorrow evening. Thank you.